Okay, there. Welcome to the PCM Podcast. Today we're just going to be doing a review of 2022. Proxies to the left already? Great. I'm going over some topics we've previously
And this
done.
is also the hangover episode.
And
wait a minute, your sound is too loud. Yeah?
Okay, well, 2022.
Dictionary X a dit, this is
This is your average episode, yeah. No, 2022 review and going over some previous topics. Today I am joined by our Auth Left Auth.
Yeah, it's me. I'm back.
Our centrist homosexual.
Hello once again. I'm back.
Another Lib Left to come on the show who's using a text-to-speech box because apparently Norway cannot afford mics. Rictionary X and the man who's
Dictionary X a dit, hello.
and the man who keeps leaving and joining because Greece apparently. Proxy General. And I am your Lib Center, Angus. So, Alcos, would you like to? Oh my fucking! What the fuck is going on with Proxy? I can already tell this is going to be a fun episode to edit. At this rate, I'm going to come over to Greece and murder Proxy myself because I'm going to have to edit this.
Do it. Just fucking do it.
We could restart the... It's not too late.
Alright, can anyone fucking hear me? I am at my wit's end with this fucking device.
Yeah, we can hear you now. If you don't believe it.
I also like how his mic did not have any interference, so it was clear as day what he said.
The first time it's ever happened for
Alright, thank God
Yeah.
at least.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. That's a miracle.
Anyway, what I wanted to say... what I wanted to say is that a few days ago we've had our first major drag queen show in Greece. Like, not exactly so, like a drag story or whatever the fuck those Americans call it. Like, you know, that thing where these drag queens read stories to children.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Drag queen story time and all that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we've had our first major one. How many days was it? 2 or 3 days ago?
I mean, it could be worse. Over here in Britain, we had the Dodo Butt Monkey read stories to kids.
Have I shown you photos of the event?
As I said, we had Dodo Butt Monkey, where we had a guy in a rainbow monkey costume that had an asshole and a dildo on it. Read stories to kids at a library.
I mean, it's not that bad to be honest, but have you seen photos? It is like it honestly looks like an Austin Powers parody shit. It even has that little...
Oh
it
my
has not
god.
even been
that
3 minutes and you are out of topic.
We did not even introduce the topic.
That we are out of
So,
topic,
Yeah, this shit.
So, dear listeners,
this
this topic...
this jewelry is
2022.
in Athens.
The one on the left has more muscular arms than most of our hosts.
That hurts.
Am I wrong?
And yeah,
Sadly true.
would you guess? Just take your kindest of guesses on who is on what group the organizer belongs to. What socio-political, ethno-religious group this person belongs
Is this
to?
are they Zionists or something? Are they
I believe words speak for themselves.
So, the topic of today.
Yes.
The topic of today is 2022 year review.
Yes. So
So we're going to discuss about probably the major news stories of 2022. And yes, I'll start
We're
off
actually
with
recording.
well,
the first thing.
what would you say is the biggest news story of 2022 then? Because like
Yeah,
The
we
biggest
started
news
We're
story
recording.
of
recording,
2020.
actually.
What?
You said we are or aren't?
We are.
Oh,
Recording has
So we're
started.
doing another intro.
Oh no, the intro is done, don't worry about that. So the topic. Oh fuck's
Alright.
sake.
Okay, so let's start with the first and biggest news story of 2022, which was the start of this podcast. Early last year, we actually started this. We're closing down the year.
So,
Yeah.
I guess I'll try to get us on topic then. So, I guess to me, as a Brit, the biggest news story of 2022 is probably the death of the Queen. Just
Of
down to the
course.
fact of like how old she was. Now, this is where things are about to get into a debate very quickly because me and Proxy have talked about the monarchy before, and well, oh for fuck's sake, well, we're just gonna keep moving. Yeah, no, me and Proxy have debated each other about the monarchy before, but I guess what I've got to say about the Queen's death, and it's maybe a little controversial, but rest in piss. Rip Bozo. Does anyone else have any nice things to say about her, or are we all going to agree on Rip Bozo, rest in piss?
I don't care about the Queen
I
of
will
England
quote
because I'm not
the-
English. So
When I'm editing this, I'm
We'll
going
quote
to
the
put
Margaret
in the,
Thatcher
Dictionary
meme.
X a dit, yeah, screw
no,
the
I'm going to put in
monarchy.
the rest in piss Rip Bozo
Oh,
gif.
God
fuck.
bless your mother.
Since my Discord is in French, it's reading English with a French accent, and that's horrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be putting in.
So yeah,
Yes.
prepare to hear English read by a French person
I'm going to have
during
to
the
edit this
whole
as well.
podcast. So Dictionary X
If it's
to speak
Yes,
a
from the
lot.
Queen, what
If it's
Queen.
okay, here's the thing. If it's too bad, I will just dub over it myself.
Dictionary X a dit, I hear it in Norwegian, it is
I will dub
horrifying.
over
Oh
it.
no, oh no, that's horrible. That's
Okay,
the worst
stop
French accent.
doing it. Stop doing it in text to speech. I will read it.
Okay.
Okay. I will have to read KK. All right. I will have to read all her men. Should I? I don't know why. I just followed the idea. Let's read it in a Norwegian accent. But I realize I can't do a Norwegian accent, so that's a shame. Yeah. No. So I'll have to. I'm gonna have to dub over all this shit. Oh, great.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't think anyone here likes the Queen then.
I don't hate her. I don't like her. I mean, it's a person that existed
Oh,
and died.
Proxy,
Yeah,
tell
I
us
mean,
about how the Queen died was a
When she died,
tragedy.
I saw a lot of people like sitting on her death and all of that, and I am against that.
I saw some really funny memes, to be fair.
I don't have like any problem with her Queen. She's basically a glorified tourist attraction.
Well, did you see the one of her as the Emperor of Mankind from Warhammer?
No.
This was let me get this up.
The One Piece is real.
It was really funny, to be fair. Let me see if I can find it.
Dictionary said, do it in the PewDiePie Swedish accent.
I don't know what that is.
How's it going, bro? My name is PewDiePie.
Okay, I didn't find the one in the. Okay, no, I found it. I got it. Here it is. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's a GIF file. One sec.
Epic Embed fail. Her Majesty laughs upon you from beyond the grave.
One sec, I'm gonna convert into PNG. I will be 1 sec, and then you can see memes making fun of the Queen's death. Alright. PNG, convert. Download. It's not even like a good edit as well.
Oh, fuck.
There you go. Here it is.
Yeah,
This is what I saw like an hour after she died.
That's really badly done, but yeah.
I thought it was funny. And I mean, by the end of her life, she basically was the emperor of mankind in the way that we were probably sacrificing 1,000 psychers to her every day just to keep her alive.
Yeah.
Like, did you see her like in the last few days of her life? Like, her hands were blue and everything. It was fucking weird.
Well, she was a blue blood after all.
She was a lizard, yes.
Anyways, the other big news story of this year was Russia versus Ukraine,
Oh shit! Yeah, I completely forgot that
which
happened.
is still going on.
Yeah.
Does anyone actually care about that here, though?
I have not been
Russia
keeping
seems
up.
Yeah.
to lose. That's all.
Of course, the Lib Left does. I do have another pretty funny Queen meme from when the Queen died. If I'm allowed to send it, this isn't really to it. I just think it was funny, mainly because it started on my birthday. I just...
Yeah, that's a good news. Oh fuck! That's a good one.
Margaret to the TV on. They hit the fuck. They hit the fucking.
Your Majesty, there's been a second.
They hit the fucking Westminster.
That was getting set. That was getting set like a day after the Queen died. It's so good. It's such a good one though.
Ripsonary seems to have some words to say about the Ukraine-Russia conflict.
Yeah. What do you have to say about this conflict, Ripsonary X? And now we wait.
Now it's the waiting.
He said that
The war started on my birthday.
Okay, that's all. Okay.
I actually stopped keeping up with the Ukraine-Russia war when Vinny left the server.
I was when Vinyl.
She was actually live news.
When Vinyl was given live news, I wasn't even paying attention. I care so little about the war. It's more or less just that. Look, it's not happening here.
I would join Discord, read for half an hour the paragraphs you wrote.
Oh no, I never read those. I just Vinyl thought I was reading them. I wasn't. I would talk to her,
stopped
but
typing.
I think she thought I was reading them, but I just didn't. They just weren't interesting. I don't care. Here's the thing, right? I'm a guy who does not care that much about military history. There's some of it's interesting, right? I think the Vietnam War is pretty interesting, what the Viet Cong would do to kill the Yankees. Really interesting, the tunnels they would dig up. Really interesting stuff, right? But just hearing about...
I heard the story that they would cling themselves to the bottom of the tanks, and when the soldiers would get out to peace, they would jump in and steal their tanks.
I've not heard about that one, but that sounds interesting, actually. The Viet Cong is really interesting. But just hearing this many tanks have been deployed, this many people were shot, this many tanks have done this, I just don't care.
Oh, okay.
Tanks and stuff like that just don't interest me. It's just not interesting to me. Here's the thing, right? If we and I have Finnish citizenship, so if Finland decides on a draft or something like that, I do have to. I thought you don't have to because you're a woman. Do they draft women in Finland?
That would be based.
Yeah. Oh,
that
means. So I will be, if World War III starts in Europe, I will be the only host not getting drafted. That's a win for me. You can't draft epileptic people, so
that's rules for us.
Well, you will be the live correspondent. You will give live updates on our situation.
Yeah, you can all send in your footage from the war, and I will commentate over it for the show by myself. No, me and
PCM Podcast episode 50, reacting to war crimes committed by my fellow hosts.
Yeah, I
Oh,
literally
that's
can't.
best.
I can't sign up for a war even if I wanted to, because they cannot have epileptic people in the military.
Don't
Like
worry, you will have
disaster.
clips of me spreading propaganda.
Yeah, you've just got you in the trench
Putting the
trying to hand
symbols.
out trying to hand over the Communist Manifesto to people. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to the point where it just gets into the crazy shit and we get our zombie Lenin and stuff with like the game me and homie
That
were
would
coming
be
up with.
badass. Yeah.
We still need to work on that as our Hoi 4 mod. The
Yeah.
PCM DLC and everything. That would be the best shit. But yeah, Japan might not get involved in this world war. So maybe we could have Meander and Centro. Actually, no,
Yeah.
China's probably going to invade Taiwan, so me and
Oh,
Ander.
of course.
Yeah, so Centro might get drafted into that. So we can have me and Ander give live commentary over all the war crimes you guys commit.
Well, the
And
good thing is that
And we
Greece
know Proxy
tends
will
to
be
stay
committing war
neutral
crimes.
for a couple of years. So if World War III does start, we will have a couple of years before at least me and Proxy have to commit some war crimes.
Becoming a pilot sounds cool. Bombing children's hospital in Karelia at 3 a.m. Shocked face. Is that what's maybe?
Yeah,
I
I,
don't
think
know.
that's it.
Alright. I don't know what those kinds of faces are meant to
Joe
indicate.
Biden.
Well, we already know some war crimes that gonna be
Joe Biden.
committed.
It's me.
We know Proxy's going to be committing war crimes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Joe,
I feel like
Joe
Proxy
Biden. It's me.
is just about to join as
We
a
need
volunteer
5
for
million
this war.
rockets to bomb Turkish children.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that was, but why
He
not?
just kept going, Joe Biden.
I just said for the children.
Joe Biden. It's me, Zelensky. We need 5 million rockets to bomb Turkish children.
all of that. Oh my god.
Oh, why?
This is actually breaking me. This episode is my break. It wasn't
This
it
episode
5
is
billion.
such a shit show.
This is the episode that breaks me. Wasn't it 5 billion rockets in the original meme? I don't know.
This is the moment Angus broke bad.
Yeah. I don't know what the original meme is, by the way, Riptionary. I just, I think Proxy's impressions are really funny. Me and him were playing Vermintide one time, and he just started doing Peter Griffin impressions just out of nowhere in the middle of a game. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
I am severely autistic.
That was my original breaking point. Was me and him playing Vermintide, and he just randomly started doing Peter Griffin impressions and impressions of a certain unspecified race that come from Israel. I will not go further than that.
The Palestinians.
No,
Yes, of course.
the specific religious group.
Oh yeah, you mean the Jesuit immigrants? Yeah,
The ones who use the symbol
Catholics.
that's a star.
Okay.
the missionaries. Oh, Jehovah Witnesses.
Sure.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I'm actually like, I have pain on my chest from laughing so hard. This has actually been physically painful for me to record. You absolute motherfuckers.
And it's
yeah.
not even been 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Ukraine then.
Yeah,
Why is it
Brought
even
in a lot
happening
of
there?
inflation, which has rippled throughout the year as well.
Oh, no, that's what's crazy to me over here, right? Is that people like they've been going in for their Christmas nights out and they're getting like, really drunk and they're doing the same thing on New Year's, and it's like, how the fuck can you afford this? Like the inflation's everywhere, and it's just like, how the fuck are you affording any of this shit, man? Like,
Prostitution.
what you
This
guys
year
talking
we
about?
had the double dot prices for alcohol, so it would be about 200 euros a bottle. Nightclubs, while
Jesus.
it would be like 100 usually. But yeah, the thing that has hit me the hardest is souvlaki going from like 2 to 4 euros. Its price just literally doubled. Which, as a Greek person, this is like, don't know, like banning cheeseburgers for Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I saw apparently something crazy like 3/4 of pubs in the UK are set to close due to all this shit. It's madness. Honestly, this might actually hurt some businesses more than COVID did, which is concerning, to say the least. But yeah, I'll just go and say it.
Operate during COVID. Like a lot of businesses just said they don't give a fuck and opened anyways.
Yeah. True.
Honestly, the government should have known this was coming, and yet they let it happen. You could say I am the modern day Nostradamus, because I have been saying for the last few years, the moment COVID started, I was saying we're gonna have really high inflation, like to the point where people aren't able to live. I've been saying that for 2 years, 3 years now. So you could say I'm a Nostradamus. I'm not gonna say it, but you could say it.
I mean, is there anyone that wasn't saying that?
Oh yeah, loads of people.
I feel like everybody knew it, and just the news and the governments of the world just tried to gaslight the population.
Well, if you went on Reddit and you said that was going to happen because of lockdowns, they would have sieved, coped, dilated, you could say.
Reddit does not count. Reddit is a Chinese psyops.
It's many different places psyop, and they don't realize it. We have like 5 or 6 factions psyoping everyone on Reddit, and they don't realize that each faction doesn't realize that they're also being psyoped. It's
and I feel like every ideology has released like thousands of bots, and Reddit just bots fighting each other.
Yeah, I believe that like 80% of the internet as a whole are just bots. Like the internet isn't real. They are bots for the most part.
Which is kind of scary considering how far AIs are coming.
Yeah,
and it was this year actually that the Google AI went self-conscious apparently, or something like that.
Yeah, no. I think that AI is actually further ahead than they were letting everyone know. In general, I think technology is actually about 10 years ahead that they actually let everyone know.
Oh yeah, but AI, I don't think they are really that advanced. And I don't really think they will be ever really advanced. Not as advanced as we think.
I really hope that they don't, but the future of what's being developed is fucking scary to me, man.
There have been a bunch of AIs that have passed the Turing test lately.
Yeah, but
for those that don't know, the Turing test is...
What is a Turing test again?
Yes, the Turing test is that they have an AI and a human to talk to another human. And you need to try and find out
of course,
which
AI
one
is more
real
advanced
and
than what
which
people
is
know.
AI.
Like, for like military stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like just the advances I'm seeing in technology is fucking scary, man. Like I saw all the stuff to do with Elon's brain chips. That shit scares me.
But passing the Turing test isn't really that much of a
Neuralink, thank you.
Success, I think.
Yeah,
it's nothing exceptional.
Neuralink is fucking scary, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Did you see he had like a presentation for it? It was. I'm assuming no one here is going to get it. I'm assuming
monkeys from the brain.
Oh, he killed all the monkeys. The monkeys are all dead.
Yes.
He killed all the monkeys, man.
They died a horrible death.
I'm assuming no one here is going to get Neuralink, right?
This is a monkey hater channel.
No.
I was waiting for someone to say, yeah, I figured. Like 35 rabbits were tested after the monkeys. Oh no, it was like 200 animals he killed. That absolute motherfucker. Yeah, the majority of the things he tested on died. and they're about to start. I like the point. They're going
It's not surprisingly, you're trying to strap a fucking brain chip to somebody.
Let's stop praising Elon Musk because he's not a genius.
I would like to point out as well. Apparently, they want to start.
That's ironically terrible, to be honest.
As somebody compared him to Thomas Edison, and I cannot believe how accurate that is.
I would like to point out as well that he wants to start experimenting Neuralink on humans in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
Reactionary says, "I love aerospace shit, and I still hate him."
Yeah, I mean, he's not really likable, even though many people praise him, like he's a literal god.
You know what the worst part? The thing I hate the most about Elon, right? As a guy who is autistic, when I got first diagnosed with autism, do you know how they tried to make it seem not that bad to me to try and improve my self-confidence? Well, successful people can have autism. Elon Musk, for example, has autism. The immediate thing I said was, didn't he just crash Dogecoin? Yeah, no. I hate that he's being used as the example of, oh, look, autistic people can be good. It's fuck off, not him. Also, Riptionary also said, I love environmentalism, but Tesla is a horrible company based on red pilled.
Yes.
Yeah, I respect that, man.
100% agree.
Yep. Tesla is shit. And I think Elon, he tries to pretend like he's an environmentalist because, oh, look, Tesla's gonna stop using all this shit. And it's like, no. Elon's he's not. If the only, this might be a hot take, but the only way to be truly environmentalist is to be a narco-primitivist. Elon sure shit ain't that.
Oh, I think it's narco.
Elon,
not really, because being anarcho-primitive is not going to fix
why-
the already existing damage.
no, the
the
advancement of technology will continue to destroy the environment no matter what. It cannot be reasoned with.
Not necessarily, because
I
now we are already
biggest
starting to
point
see
of
some
this
environmental change. I'm not sure if you've read that, but the ozone layer is starting to close up. This year, it's actually smaller than last year.
I saw that.
By
I
2060,
I saw that,
the
I think
ozone
that's
layer
good.
will be completely fixed.
No. You're getting this wrong. It didn't start. It has already started closing on its own, for years now.
Oh, by the way, Bread Maker has joined now.
Yeah, I've been here for.
Ah, nice.
Oh, wait 1 second. I just realized your name's Reaper on this.
Yeah.
1 sec.
And yeah,
Also,
the
alongside
ozone
that,
layer has started preparing for years now.
Good enough.
yeah, I'm just saying that it continues to close. Also, they
Yeah,
made
I saw that.
Yeah, so
That's great news.
so that they
We
made
we all still have microplastics in our lungs, but
yeah, I was just about to
So,
talk about.
gonna ask the question:
plastics and all
what
that.
was today's topic?
we were just doing a review
2022
of 2020. But I'm actually in physical pain now because I've been laughing so hard.
So yeah, a review of 2022.
Oh,
So you
Can't believe
mentioned
it.
microplastics,
Yeah, micro.
and I saw that they've made some sort of ocean cleaning machine that is able to pick up plastics from the sea, and they're projecting that by 2040, 90% of the ocean's plastics will be gone.
Good.
Oh,
So
and one little
There
fun
should
finally
fact.
some
You
good
know
news.
that
there
But
shouldn't be
well,
any
but
in there.
But will
You
they
know
be able to get the plastic out of us?
Probably not.
That's-
no, I feel like
Yeah,
this is
have you
going to
ever
be like
wondered
the
about,
what was it with boomers? It was not lead poisoning, it was something else. A fucking asbestos where they all had cancer. I feel like our generation will have microplastics.
But then the generation afterwards won't. That's what you're
the
saying.
lead gas.
Yes.
Good. I hope so.
That is,
Yeah,
if we
if you think
we
about it,
manage to
about
limit
microplastics,
plastic use.
But will we?
Here's one fun fact.
No, here's. I was gonna say.
Plastic.
I saw something.
Plastic pollution, not plastic use necessarily. If
I
you
was gonna
find
say-
a proper way to dispose
yeah.
of plastics, it's not going to be that
Something
much
I
an
saw,
issue.
something I saw that I think completely missed the point of not using plastic was so you know how like Lego bricks come in these plastic bags, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So Lego are starting to move towards using paper. So for example, with their sets based off the new Avatar movie, they're doing some of the. But the thing is, only one. So the instructions will now come in paper bags. The bricks are still coming in plastic though. So they've completely missed the point of moving to. They're still using plastic, so they've completely missed the point. And I'm
Smart.
completely
Well,
I'm
every bit
completely-
counts.
I'm completely baffled that they're doing that. It's just like, okay, so they saw that using plastic was bad, so they're using paper now. But they still are using plastic, so they know what they're doing is bad, and they're still using it.
Because they don't
Yeah,
give a
but the
shit.
trash will be
Ripsmer
plastic.
actually has a point. He said, yes, but the trash won't be plastic, which is a bit better. And I guess it is true because Lego bricks don't usually end up in landfills and the ocean.
No, not the bricks. The bags they come in.
Yes, but if they change those bags to paper,
yeah,
then the
that's what
bags
I'm
that
saying.
you throw away will not.
It's not
go into-
Legos, you fucking imbecile, Proxy. It's
It
not
is
Legos.
Legos.
No, it's not. You can't read. It says Lego.
We will all collectively mispronounce it just to give you a fuck.
It says Lego on the fucking box. Learn to read.
We will all fucking collectively it just to fucking piss you off.
Hey, bread maker. I just disconnected. I disconnected.
abuse.
But yeah, no. What I'm saying is that them using paper on the instructions that's good. But them still using plastic for the pieces is retarded. Use paper in all of them. That's what I don't get. But nonetheless, it's still a nice first step.
Yeah.
Though it's not as annoying as McDonald's how they use over here they use paper straws, but the top bit of the thing is still plastic, which
Well,
completely defeats the purpose.
Most paper straw are disintegrating in the drink, so that's not really good.
Okay, Riptionary has put one last funny thing about Elon that I remembered. Elon doesn't like the color yellow. You usually use a yellow and black diagonal pattern tape or others to mark danger. Solution: remove hazard floor markings in all Tesla facilities. An idiotic solution anywhere on the political compass should be able to see that this is stupid. It's ironic that he says that he doesn't like the color yellow when he's lib right. It's kind of funny that he
Yeah.
doesn't like the color yellow then. But he is like the really cringe lib right. Like if you had a
This
cringe
man
person.
has a pretty strong god complex.
Oh,
Not gonna
well, I
lie.
mean, quite a lot of people like who try to influence the world who are billionaires or also have god complexes. Like
Yeah,
Bill
but
Gates.
I mean,
Bill
yeah,
Gates
if you
I
have
haven't
the
seen a
alive,
billionaire that has so much of a god complex as Elon Musk.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates has a bigger god complex
I
than
don't know
Musk.
if you
Yeah.
Bill Gates have a bigger god complex than Elon Musk.
I
No,
am
no.
going to blow up the sun to fix climate change.
Gates has a way bigger god complex. I
So
can't think
did
of
you
any
know that-
bigger one than Gates.
I mean, he wanted to
Did you
conquer
know
an
that we
entire
have
planet.
Gates, as Homie was
Yeah,
saying, Gates
so-
wanted to block out the sun like
we
it's for
recently discovered that
Yeah, okay, yeah.
the man
Like,
quite
did you know
literally
that we
saw
recently
show Mr. Burns and thought, this is a good idea.
And to respond to Riptionary, yes, like a lot of billionaires, I would say.
Elon's I think he's like the orange Lib Left equivalent of Lib Right in the way that they say they're Lib Left, but they're really Auth Left. Elon says
Oh,
he's
is
Lib Right.
Is it
but-
time to make a new funny color on the compass?
Yeah, we need a orange Lib Right or something like
Let's
that.
do the
What's a color that's
magenta.
not being used? What's a color that's not being used on the compass?
Magenta.
pink.
Pink could work. Actually, yeah, sure. Pink Lib Right. It's just that they're really off, right?
Yeah, pretty.
That's Elon.
Anyway, the thing I wanted to say is that you know that we've recently discovered that some types of plastic can actually uh, leach estrogenic chemicals into the substances inside them. Like,
Yeah, I've seen that.
say for
That's
example,
mostly the issue with
plastic
microplastics.
containers. Yeah, so take that thing with the estrogenic substances like xenoestrogens specifically, and place that with the microplastics concept. Yeah, I don't think. I think that explains the thing about hormonal imbalances, about people having times less testosterone than they used to be some years ago.
Since I think there's
I'm actually wondering
Burger
what
King
dictionary wrote
what-
about. Yeah.
what the fuck is a Burger King estrogen burger?
What?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's actually a thing.
It's-
I'm
Because
looking this up.
do you remember? So they released a burger
Yo.
called the Impossible Whopper, which is like a normal burger but with a veggie meat patty.
Yes, we
Like
fake
that
meat.
is actually from.
I've not heard of this.
Yeah, and that fake meat has a lot of estrogen in it.
Fact check. No, Impossible Burgers don't contain more estrogen than transgender hormone surgery.
Excuse me. Burger King burgers don't contain that much estrogen. Check out your sources.
While only 5%
Number
use
15.
Extra
Burger
like-
King estrogen burger. Where are my femboys?
It isn't actually. It doesn't actually have this mass estrogen. It is false misinformation.
Washington Post. Dear men, there's no evidence that eating Impossible Whoppers will give you breasts. What the fuck?
What
It looks-
rabbit hole did we just
Yeah.
uncover?
It looks shit as well. It looks really disgusting. You can tell it's not real meat.
Do you know? Yeah, I mean the fact that everyone has to go and tell you, no, it is absolutely safe for you. Go ahead and eat it. I mean, it sounds kind of forced to be honest. Like how much money they paid to sell
Oh yeah,
that part.
it's look horrible. It's not.
Just 6 glasses of soy milk per day has enough estrogen to grow boobs on a male, apparently.
What the fuck?
I mean, doesn't chicken
Impossible
also
Whopper
have
does
that? Not as
Okay.
much as soy, but
How much, like, how bad is 44 milligrams of estrogen? Is that like a lot or is that little? I'm retarded. Is that tits amount or is that just like, it might not be good for you? Can anyone answer that?
No, that's how it is. That's actually gynecomastia. It's like something similar to this.
Jeez.
Like fat tissue more than anything. Like
All
don't
right.
imagine like actual female boobs. Like just looking like a fetus, basically.
We could.
And yeah, the thing is that
That's something we could do if we do a PCM. We could have the Impossible Burger Challenge where we all have to eat like
to see who grows the bigger teeth.
and it'll still be the only way anyone on this show touches a pair of tits. Yeah, we could get like 5 Impossible Burgers and have the Impossible Burger Impossible Eating Challenge. That would be fun.
Have the Try Guys
Yeah.
done that? I feel like that has probably been done by some BuzzFeed employee.
Speaking of the Try Guys, have any of you seen the episode where they get their like testosterone levels checked?
Yeah, and they were all like at 70-year-old male levels.
I think it was worse than that. It was like, but they also doing the slay face when they get it, and it's like wasn't like the average like 1,000 or something, and they got what was like 200, and they're all immediately doing the slay face when they get their levels. It's I found the answer at Angus. Let's see it. This episode has just been.
It's an elaborate shitpost.
It's just
Yeah.
insane. The
It's
first
a shit
episode.
show.
Yeah, the first episode of about 200 milligrams of estrogen daily, I think. Okay, so that's how much you need to get tits.
So if you
For a
get
normal
5 impossible whoppers,
For a normal.
That makes a lot of burgers.
Okay, well, Ructionary, how many glasses of soy milk do you drink every day, then?
We're eating fertilizer.
I'm actually wanting an answer for that. Ructionary, how many glasses of soy milk do you drink every day? Because I know you do drink soy milk. Just curious.
in a woman, would that actually like help?
Only a bit. I should have got my ex-girlfriend drinking soy milk.
Oh, she was pancakes.
We might be onto something here.
All women need to drink soy milk.
We've just become the misogyny podcast again. I usually drink oatmeal milk with my cereal. Now the real question is, what cereal do you eat? That's the real question here.
Are we about to have a debate?
Well, it's that, or me and Proxy could debate about the monarchy or animal testing. Also,
I take serial shit posting.
Proxy, I have to say something. I do love how you said that I was. You called Scottish people lazy, despite the fact you're Greek.
Well, you are fucking wrong here, buddy. Because multiple studies have shown that Greeks are the hardest working Europeans. They work the most hours out of every European country.
Okay, who wrote that? And was it a Greek?
Copying.
The Greeks have decided that the Greeks are the hardest workers in Europe. I eat Cheerios, it's cheap. Yeah, I respect that.
Excuse me, mate. Are you saying that I am lazy compared to you Greeks? Absolutely not, mate. I bet on my wife's boyfriend and
he's more Australian.
I think he's just overdosed on copium.
I swear on my PCM, mate.
He says Australian. He doesn't sound Scottish. We don't go around and go, "Oi, mate." We don't speak like that. We usually call our friends our mates, but we don't go, "Oi, mate." We're not Australian. The Australians are called.
Yeah, the Australians have double as much testosterone as you.
I have not the slightest clue of what the fuck is happening.
The Australians have zero testosterone, just based on how COVID went for them. Zero testosterone.
I mean, they lost a war against birds, so that says a lot about them.
Riptionary says, according to myself, I am the best person alive.
And according to myself, you're wrong.
Yeah, according to myself, I'm not the best person alive. So if you ask your average right now, they'd probably tell you Elon Musk is. Have you guys heard of
retards?
Have you heard of Pandovirus Yedoma? I have not. Let me look this up.
What the fuck is this?
I saw the study. The study was by Forbes, and it showed that in 2013 Greeks would work 42 hours in average, which was the highest average in Europe, with Portugal being second with 39.3 hours, Spain in third place for 38 hours, and the UK was 36.5 hours at...
Why is it being called a zombie virus?
The sixth place, with the average EU working week being 37.2 hours. Is this about the zombie deal?
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't actually know that.
Jesus.
What the fuck is this shit? Okay.
Oh my, what the fuck?
Wait, what?
Jesus Christ. Okay. And what's the possibility this, like, evolves to affect humans?
Likely low.
Okay,
Can
good.
evolve.
It could
Very
technically. Oh
unlikely.
my god, no.
We finally have our
Dude,
zombie
you know how
apocalypse.
hard it is to get. Look,
Wait,
you're just
die?
saying that you can
Yes.
skip species. Look. It is already hard for a virus to skip species between a same genome. Like, for example, say from cats or dogs to humans. You're saying that the virus can skip not just species but actual genome. What was the word again? Like phylum, whatever, from amoeba to humans. Like not from let's say cats to humans, from mammals, from reptiles, not even from vertebrates, from invertebrates to humans. I don't think it's very likely.
But with enough genetic modification and as technology advances, I feel like this will become more and more of a possibility.
Oh yeah, gene modification.
Yeah,
That push
because
gene modification.
Because the
Absolutely,
future of warfare,
naturally.
like it or not, will be some sort of chemical/virus warfare. Because nukes definitely aren't cutting it. Being able to destroy the planet isn't enough.
To be
Imagine
honest,
that
though,
interaction with the
creating
war
a zombie
cycle.
virus is
It's
just
creating
impractical
zombie
if you think about it. Yeah, so listen, a zombie virus is impractical from a warfare perspective. Like, it's easier to just infect and kill people than zombify them or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at rabies.
It would be kind of cool.
Rabies is essentially a zombie virus. Just makes the infected just aggressive
And it sucks.
and makes it attack anyone else before they die. If there was a major enough outbreak of rabies, it would essentially be like a zombie virus,
Yeah.
as it is in media.
Zombies are one of those things that's impractical but cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop it being
Yeah.
cool. That's impractical. So, like, an example would be like
But
flaming swords. Flaming swords are useless and they wouldn't work. But they're cool. Who cares?
They
That's
would
how it
probably
would
be less effective because they would cauterize the wounds
exactly.
wherever they would cut.
And in general, just they're impractical, but they're cool. So who cares? That's how I look at zombies.
Did you know that the average testosterone levels for the US male has fallen in half over the past 40
That's not
years,
surprising.
60 years?
It's
Calling
the
them
US, so fuck them.
Yeah, like,
Of course, calling them males is pretty
look.
generous.
look, let me explain the specifics. In the 1960s, it used to be around 700 ng of testosterone for every US male. Now it is like 400. From 700 to 400.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
That is from.
That's what happens when you don't do any exercise and just eat all the garbage you find at Walmart.
Whoppers.
Not only the exercise shit, but also the goal slope, like microplastics, chemicals, preservatives, additives.
Reptionary has said when it comes to rabies just make people more aggressive, and there were 0 cases of humans spreading rabies to another creature. Well, that's surprising. To be fair, when it comes to viruses, you can always trust some fag to fuck an animal and catch shit for humans. Is that basically what happened to monkeypox and AIDS? Is that someone fucked a monkey or something?
Oh fuck, Eastern Europe is bad.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh. The West, Jesus Christ.
The West has fallen.
How is Eastern Europe the
Wait.
lowest? That's surprising.
Eastern Europe had the highest testosterone levels in the world back in the day.
Not now.
Those were-
How the mighty have fallen. So my
Too bad for
sub-Saharan,
them.
and my sub-Saharan Africa has just like not moved at all. I wonder why.
I mean, they're still hunting and gathering there. Probably.
Yeah, because they're good characters.
And when you have the bad living conditions of like you need to fight to survive, and testosterone is necessary for that. While Western cultures, we have just like let ourselves go. There is no challenge in everyday life.
Hello, Springfield.
Oh, here's Springfield.
I told them that we were bullying Americans for their low testosterone
Oh,
rates, so
hello.
we should come defend them. So please explain why you guys have zero testosterone.
What do you mean?
Now we're going to ignore Europe's testosterone levels.
We're gonna ignore Europe's testosterone levels.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore them. Now please explain why yours are low.
No. Why are we ignoring Europe's?
There's nothing to see there, alright?
Really?
Europe is fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about us.
Yes,
Fine,
it's fine.
Okay.
Scotsman,
Alright.
like a fanboy, alright?
Mhm. What the fuck?
Scotsman
Wait.
already the fanboys of you, so it's already
Why is Eastern Europe so low? Holy shit!
That's what we all said.
What the fuck? What is going on in Eastern Europe?
A lot of
Oh my
fanboy.
A lot of what the fuck?
Poland. Fanboy.
Really?
See, that's why they're just below. That's why they're just below 400, right? Because they're they're basically half Nazis, half fanboys.
Yeah, but okay, but like there's still the
Okay.
half. There's still the
Nazi's
half
outside
Nazi
there.
part. You know, in like Western
No,
Europe, it's
they
like
are Nazi
everyone's. It's like yeah, but like in Western Europe, it's you're everyone is gay. In Eastern Europe, it's either you're gay or you're a Nazi. So it's like there's a half and half in there.
Oh, you're both.
Why not both? Yeah, why not?
Too many Nazi
Yeah, if you think
fanboys.
about it, it kind of makes sense. Like, it kind of makes sense in the session because in the modern world, testosterone, estrogen is basically everywhere. It is in the food, it is in the water, it is in the plastic, everywhere
Yeah.
basically. Like, think of plastic bottles, containers, tap,
Yeah.
like, especially the Americas if you think about it, because from one hand, tap chemical under the sun. So you might say to yourself, alright, I'm going to avoid tap water and drink bottled water. This is that the plastic in the bottle also leaches xenoestrogen. So both
does
tap
anyone
and
here
bottled water have estrogen.
does anyone here have any idea why the fuck estrogen is everywhere? Why is it in my water supply?
I can tell you why, because it might. I might get called an anti-Semite like that.
Yeah.
So are you guys just discussing testosterone levels?
No. We're talking a lot of things. But Springfield.
It's an elaborate shitpost so far.
Springfield, I have two questions for you. One, what do you think your testosterone levels are, if you had to guess?
What the fuck? Why are you asking me that? How would I
Well, you're
know?
an American, so would you care to answer?
He was
How-
he was a boy wife. That's why he said.
Bruh. Now I don't feel so comfortable sharing.
Just answer
I don't feel so comfortable.
Okay, I have two more questions for you. One, when was the last time you ever did exercise? And two,
When was the
Will
presumably in a PE class in high school. That was the
how long
last
ago was
time.
that?
Like a week ago.
Okay. And my last question for you: when was the last time you ate food out of Walmart?
When was the I don't go to Walmart.
Good. That's very good.
Because I live in New York City and there's no Walmart in New York City. So
Also because it's because
Okay,
you
so-
can't. It's not because you don't want to.
based on the fact that he lives in New York City, we're going to have to deduct about 400 points from his testosterone levels automatically.
Or you might as well, because everyone in New York City is either gay, retarded, or trans. So it's like I don't have many options here.
What the fuck happened to Slovenia?
Wait. Gay, trans, or retarded? What is the difference?
I'll have you know,
There isn't one.
I am retarded. And I am not trans.
Trans and gay might be slightly more insulting than retarded. Might be. Yeah.
Let's cut this part out.
Let's cut this part out. Yeah, please cut this part.
I don't.
Okay, who the fuck is posting all the fanboys?
The women, of
Yes.
course.
Guess who? The Lib Left.
Alright, whoever is
Oh,
posting the
that's a-
fanboy shit in the chat, he's going to get his IP address.
Okay, can
Oh,
someone
man.
explain to me the
Forget
joke
that.
about Slovenia and femboys? Can someone explain that?
I already said.
In the Balkan subreddit.
I already said I don't engage with the poor, so I don't leave my house because I live in Scotland, and I also don't go to Slovenia.
Yeah, she's explaining to us why Slovenia is such low testosterone.
Yeah, someone explain to me why Slovenia is
We're all Westward, so we don't understand why.
Apparently it's shit.
Yeah, they
Like-
just are.
like the only reason I remember I think it was for Poland. The reason why was because one of the members of Poland's more right-wing party, they took a picture with someone dressed up as a cosplaying as a femboy, and that was how the meme got around in Poland. I don't know how it got around in Slovenia.
I don't know, because the Westerners have. Ow! Alright, I think it's because in terms of Balkan people.
Yeah.
Germanize, whatever.
Your audio cut out.
All right, Neon is on for the first
There are
time
more
ever.
and more person here.
We're just growing in numbers.
We should.
Yeah, I'm not putting everyone in the thumbnail.
Surprised you're actually awake, Neon. You.
My mic was in my headset. Okay.
I'm going to turn Neon up.
We are basically a tumor growing ever and ever.
Yeah.
We are a growing cancer.
We
Yeah.
have almost doubling in people since the start of the podcast.
We're just bringing everyone on.
Concept.
Should I do like
Surprisingly,
Wait,
it has
what
not
does-
turned into a shit show yet.
you know when they like announce a new character for Smash Bros, they'll have like so and so joins the battle. Should I just edit that for every single person who comes on this episode?
Go on,
Yeah.
go
Oh
on.
yeah. You
Yes.
should. That was
Yes.
Four people.
That's genius. That's
And
fucking
it says
genius.
we are a growing Pandora virus Hidoma horde.
Thank you, thank you. I actually might see if I can try get this episode edited tonight. If you can get the thumbnail done like after we're done, homie, I'll try to get it done tonight.
I'll try as well.
Send the footage as usual.
Yeah, worst case scenario, I'll have it done tomorrow. But yeah, when I say tonight, I mean like 5 in the morning for me. Because
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm also not sleeping tonight.
You know,
Try to
looking
do
at
that more
looking at the testosterone in world regions charts, I'm surprised that East Asia isn't at the bottom. Somehow the West has lower testosterone levels than East Asia. So
that is
The West has fallen.
Less
don't know.
testosterone than Japanese. That's a shame.
How important is testosterone?
this episode just feels like an obituary for the West.
Because you can have low testosterone and like not be gay. That's not the problem. There are other health issues that come from low testosterone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but this genuinely just feels like we're all just sitting around looking what's happened to the countries we were born into and just going, what the fuck happened? We are currently having an obituary for the Western world.
Yeah, someone should write a memoir. You know,
Well-
be like for like.
Let's go on some positive news then.
Yeah. Well,
We're-
is
yeah,
there
we're just-
positive news?
We're just sitting around here as the sons of the fallen world. Just
I was
Just-
reading an article about some scientists that found a drug that cures rectal tumors.
well, that's good, I guess.
Wow.
Low testosterone doesn't make you gay.
Probably the first cancer cure.
One
plus
sec.
drug.
Homie,
let's
No,
hope
so
that doesn't
it's okay.
actually
200
disappear along with the
two-
scientists.
homie, Riptary
200
wrote
years,
something, by the way.
200 years into the future, when China is just gonna have like a section in their history books dedicated to the West, and they're gonna say something along the lines of, "Oh, they were very technologically advanced. They had a very
They just showed this
special,
episode.
thing."
They just showed this episode as the last.
and then somehow someday they disappeared. We don't know what happened to them. They just stopped existing.
Okay. So Riptionary wrote, "Low testosterone doesn't make you gay," and Proxy just responded, "Depends."
Yes, Proxy. What did you expect?
So she wrote afterwards, "Not really. It's a genetic trait." Proxy, would you care to read out what you wrote?
Low test levels are correlated with that part is true. There is a correlation.
It doesn't by definition, but low tests are correlated with homosexuality. Yes, Proxy, we know because we know you have low test levels. I had to. I couldn't resist. I can't resist bullying the Greeks or the
Yeah,
Yankees.
it was good. It was a good joke.
Correlation does not mean causation, yeah, but at the same time, homosexuality, most cases of homosexuality is strictly environmental. Homosexuality as a genetic factor only accounts for, I believe the study said, about 8% of cases. So it is, the vast majority of it is environmental. This is for like the same reason why children raised in a homosexual household are by percentage a lot more likely to also end up adopting non-heterosexual views compared to children raised in a heterosexual household.
I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back in a minute.
So you admit you're not born gay? Answer the question.
That's a trap question.
It was a trap question. That's not
Yes,
answering the
dictionary,
question.
but liking men makes you gay.
It's gonna be like one of that. It's
Doesn't
gonna be
matter
like
if
that
you're-
fucking. It's gonna be like that meme where two people they have gay sex with each other. You know, they anal each other, and then afterwards they say, "Oh, but it's not gay because we said no homo."
Yeah, no homo, of course. No homo.
Also, this year the Swiss invented clear solar panels,
Oh.
which they're thinking about making them as windows,
Okay.
which is also pretty great.
Another good
Swiss.
news could be that that Russia seems to be dying, and if Russia dies, maybe the USSR will rise again. So
What? How does that logic work?
Doesn't Putin
because
have
if Russia is in a big crisis where there is famine and all that, there is a huge possibility of socialism rising than USSR and all that. Because one of the biggest party in Russia, if you don't count Putin's party, is the Communist Party. So it's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but it's more likely that the if Russia were to lose the war miserably and they were so destabilized as a country, the West might as well take it as an opportunity to fund a colored revolution in their country and replace the government with some kind of Western aligned liberal democracy. Along those
I don't know.
lines.
Maybe not. I mean, it's the Russians, so.
You know, I realized that did we ever make a video on the Russo-Ukrainian war?
Not really, because none of us really have any knowledge on the
No,
matter.
because they're bullshit.
I was gonna say it would have been an interesting episode if we.
Yeah, I know that both sides suck cock, but Ukraine suck cock harder.
We could try and get some expert coming from the episode, okay?
Expert.
Not from
Oh,
the
God.
server, to have an actual war analyst or something.
I, as an American, every time I hear the word expert, I get a headache because all of if you know anything about how it works in America, it's that all our experts are fucking are just they're
Retarded?
they're just they're retarded. They're just there to echo whatever the fuck the
You're
federal
just interested,
government
what?
wants to echo. Yeah, they're just there to echo the talking points that the federal government echoes. And if you say that they're wrong, they're like, "Oh, what are you? What are you? What? What happened?"
The clip Riptionary said that is some classic wrestling.
Let me see it. Let me see. Wait,
I don't hate you. Hate cocks.
Long hair Triple H was the best.
My favorite clip is, I think it's Steve Austin that says he likes little
it's
boys.
good.
About the Ukrainian war, like, do you guys know what NAFO is? Like those,
Oh yeah, those fucking
like
Twitter
those
fuckers.
Ukrainian
Are you talking about those?
those
motherfuckers
Twitter
on Twitter?
larpers that have those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hate those.
Yeah,
pieces
with
of
the
shit.
Dodge memes. That say national North Atlantic, whatever the fuck they call it.
I
Like
think it was North Atlantic Friendship Treaty. I believe that was what it was.
Yeah, something like that. Which
What are we talking about now?
LARP.
Because I have a video I want to send that correlates with the whole.
Greenfield explained
Oh,
because we have a-
that's a good one. Kurt Angle has another good one where he says, "You know, I'm not a very big fan of the black people."
Yeah, so
Here's the video I want to
explain this thing.
I want you to remember what.
Explain this because you have a less shitty microphone than me.
Me?
Also, we have not talked about Kanye as well.
I was wanting
Yeah,
to
about the NAFO. About the
I
NAFO.
have something else I want to say in relation to the low testosterone thing. Was seeing we have men with low testosterone. I want to show you something even worse. That is specifically about America. Just look at this.
Yeah, this is America. You can
Jesus
see
Christ,
it.
what the fuck is this?
Look at this. This is even worse than the low testosterone stuff to me. Look at this.
Oh my fucking god!
Average American women.
You know something like over half of this generation in the United States. So my generation, over half are obese.
Send her to the
What the
factory.
What the fuck?
Now.
What in God's sweet earth is...
Need to be sent to the factory to work.
You know, this is.
You know she's gonna, her arm flap's gonna get stuck in the
At
machine.
least,
You know, I was wondering.
returning...
Is
How do
human
you reach
fat?
that way?
Does human fat have practical uses and applications? That because I feel like we could
How'd you make soap out of it?
we could dispose of these people and then we could use their fat for more beneficial purposes.
Can't you make soap out of human fat?
Okay, but not okay.
I swear I
not
saw
a
that
single-
Fight Club.
no one wants to use fucking soap made from human fat. No one.
Maybe you don't want.
I mean, if you say it's
Okay.
environmentally friendly, some fucking
Okay.
retard down in California will buy it.
Oh yeah, that's true. So, I mean, but Californians aren't human beings from the start, so you know. Oh yeah, the NAFO
Yeah, I
stuff.
mean, they
So-
can't legalize...
So NAFO or North Atlantic Friendship Treaty, North Atlantic Friendship Organization, is mostly a online activity thingy on Twitter, where a bunch of Twitter accounts, they usually have like Doge as their profile pictures, and their whole existence is to echo pro-Ukraine talking points and to post the most stupid and unfunny memes. for the Russo-Ukrainian war. Like there was one that they posted where you guys know the Azov battalion.
Yeah, the Nazi one. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was one that they posted where the fucking they depicted the Azov battalion as some kind of like rad transgender hippie like group, and they're out here defending gay rights in Ukraine, and I'm just like, what the fuck? That's
it's
half.
Twitter, so what did you expect?
You have to
of
realize
Twitter?
that's half the shit that they post. That's like the normal stuff that
That's
they post on a regular basis.
I just realized I do have something I want to say about Ukraine. Zelensky just accepted money from BlackRock to help fund rebuild.
I wonder what that's supposed to mean. I wonder what that's
BlackRock are
supposed
like
to mean.
the actual super villains of America.
Of the world.
Of the world, yeah, not just America, of the entire world.
They're like real life equivalent of the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil. Like they are genuinely like an evil corporation for the sake of being evil, like you see in movies and shit.
Yep.
Just chaotic evil.
So I think
try to get as many people homeless as you can.
So I think as a podcast we can all say unitedly, fuck BlackRock. I don't think any quadrant likes them.
Of course.
Yeah.
Fuck BlackRock.
Fuck Black.
Separate episode for that.
Oh yeah, I'll do a whole episode with BlackRock.
What is BlackRock? So BlackRock.
Who
wants to explain here? Who would like to do the honor of explaining?
They basically own everything. They have stakes in everything, and they basically can take nearly any big corporation that you can think of in the West, anywhere really. They're like, have you heard of Tencent? They're like a more sinister Western version of Tencent in a way that they have. Imagine every industry and every business is like a pie. They have a million fingers in every single fucking pie, and they can basically go to. They want to go to Disney, say for example, and they say, "Hey Disney, do this for us, or we're just gonna pull all our money out in tanker stocks." No, it's not like the cafes. No,
it's not the cafe.
No, not really. No.
I don't know when
They
the
might have some
cafe
stake
has
in
gotten
that, though.
such a passionate, united reaction from all sides of the quadrant.
they quite literally are pure.
Oh, I think I have found the image.
What I remember that
I think I found the image.
Was how they would just buy apartments in London, hoard it until it got up in price. And they are like the responsible people for the housing market crisis. They are the reason why we cannot buy a house.
Yeah. Most things wrong with the Western world that you can think of, BlackRock probably have a part to play in that.
Yeah.
The world would be so much better without them.
Yeah, it would. It really would.
Like, think about things that the West does wrong. BlackRock probably have a part in it. The estrogen in the water we were talking about earlier. BlackRock have stakes in the water.
By the way,
they have stocks in the food.
Did you know the?
So it's
did you know the ethnicity of the two people that are in charge of BlackRock?
Are they Jewish by any chance?
Are they Jewish by any chance? Let's search it up. Let's search it up. BlackRock, Jewish. Let me just check.
You're on a one list now just for looking that up.
I mean, you're on PCM Podcast, so what did you expect?
Going on
it's actually like fucking.
Okay, well, it says Larry Fink, who is the chairman and CEO of BlackRock. It says he says he was born on November 2nd, 1952. He grew up one of the 3 children in a Jewish family. Very unfortunate.
You see, I have seen so many live sections that my nose smells them.
Didn't Ukraine have one person on the front lines? I swear I saw something about that. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
that was the
cringe.
one I was talking about. That
That's
was
so
the one I was
cringe.
talking about. It is. Oh my fucking god.
So yeah, the thing is that I managed to get one of them banned. So the thing is that I found one of them just harassing one of
Really?
my mutuals.
Really?
For some reason.
We're resorting to reporting accounts we don't like. Really?
So yeah, have you seen on Twitter, sometimes on Twitter, when someone has so much of a beef with someone that he just goes to every single one of his posts to comment under them? Like single guy under several posts of someone, just cursing at them for some reason. So yeah, that's
I don't. I'm
what
banned from Twitter.
one guy did at one of my followers. Like he just went to their account, saw their posts, and just commented under several of them, just to harass them. So I just called them retarded as a statement. He reported that. I called him retarded. He reported that post, and I got 6 days of suspension. Not suspension, more like I got my account locked for 7 days.
Okay.
So I just got some of my friends to just intervene in the situation. He's just permanently suspended now. Rest in peace, Bozo.
Proxy, would you like to plug your Twitter just to make homie save?
Oh, I'd love to see that. Yeah.
My Twitter is banned.
What the fuck?
So that's why the self promotion has stopped.
Yeah, my account's been banned for a few months now.
So
Yeah.
I win.
So I said that
I've now
I said the wrestler Sasha Banks was a tranny, and I got banned for it. One sec, I'll get you the photo I said
I've
it
now
to.
Bro, my school posted and my school newspaper just released another stupid fucking article. Holy shit.
Would you care to read it for us?
Oh, sure, I would love to. So my school has a newspaper that the students are like they have student writers for the school newspaper, and they usually talk about certain political topics. Usually their takes are all so fucking hot garbage. I believe like one of them was talking about how cancel culture is this new justice system. Another one was talking about how Google Translate has a gender bias. Another one was talking about how the entertainment industry promoting the idea of motherhood is wrong and bad. There was another one that was like it was about how it was about toxic masculinity, and now here's a new one. It's called. I'll post the article here so anyone can read it if they want to read it.
I would like
I'll post it here.
I would like to just make a point that you were saying that the entertainment industry promoting motherhood was a bad thing according to your school. I would like to just quickly shill for a movie I saw that I liked, and that is the Avatar 2. I really liked it. I've seen it twice now, actually. I thought it was really good, and it's like the only movie I've seen from Hollywood in the last 10 years or so that actually promoted like the family.
Yeah, like they were talking about those like older films though, but here, this is the one. This is the article. I posted it. Feel free to read it on your own because they can't stop being stupid.
Well, if you just link me proxy. Literally Virgil.
Yeah.
Mega Predator versus Predator.
I really hope this is not an epic grabber.
What? What the fuck have you linked me, proxy? Okay, let's
click on the post. You'll see what he's quote tweeting.
I still think about Virgil. I thought that's
quote tweet.
Wait, this is your school newspaper?
Yes, this is my school newspaper. I'll read it if you want. It says,
the governor of my state now owns a flamethrower.
It says with the abundance of information and algorithmically procured.
He has a public email.
For what?
Okay, look. If you click on the article, right, and then you click on his name, there's a public email.
Yeah, I know, because they're student writers.
I'm rubbing my hands together on this one, boys.
You should probably commit acts of terrorism. You might as well.
No comment.
So
Cancel culture appeal of the red pill.
So I'll just read it out loud for anyone who wants it. With the abundance of information and algorithmically procured content available on the internet, it should come as no surprise that echo chambers of content form to cater to certain people's biases. If someone is unsatisfied with some aspect of their life, they might be more inclined to continue watching content that discusses or provides solution to these problems. This is the case with self-help, a topic that has exploded on social media lately. With the recent social isolation and increased social media use due to the pandemic, more individuals, particularly teenage boys, are turning to the internet for advice on how to deal with their problems. While algorithmically curated content can suggest and promote positive things such as an active lifestyle or spending less time on devices, the content creators that discuss these topics can often also spread views under the pretense of self-help that can actually negatively impact their audiences. For example, one of the most popular commentators online, Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist.
Can I stop you just for a sec?
Sure.
See, it's talking about teenage boys looking for places, going to the internet to look for advice with their life. If you're a teenage boy who's come to this podcast as a place to get advice with your life, you should maybe like and subscribe. You
shouldn't come here for advices.
Oh no, I cannot stress enough. Do not take our advice.
No, don't come here first.
But anyways,
I think I disagree on the use for Jordan Peterson.
What?
So yes, I was saying that I disagree with the use of Jordan Peterson as an example on that article.
People don't watch Jordan Peterson anymore. The man's not been relevant for a while.
Yeah, it says about Jordan
Peterson. His
Peterson.
final days, I feel like.
It says like this is the stuff they said about Peterson in the article. It says Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist from the University of Toronto, partly gained popularity and admiration for his advocacy of living by core principles of self-improvement and reflection. However, he has also become one of the most vocal opponents of modern third-wave feminism, particularly its intersection with LGBTQ+ rights. For many, his self-help philosophy serves as an introduction to his more problematic viewpoints. Like, what the fuck?
No one watches Jordan Peterson anymore. Here's the thing, right? Like, when they say young teenage boys, they watch Andrew Tate. Not Jordan Peterson.
They mention Andrew Tate as well. It says this effect can further be seen with the meteoric rise of figures like Andrew Tate. While he is more outspokenly misogynistic than others like him, he also sprinkles in self-help for young men within his rhetoric, interweaving anti-feminism with other generally beneficial ideas. Figures like Tate characterize their entire philosophy as part of a suppressed counterculture, which can make them martyrs to their fans. For instance, when Tate claimed that his beneficial views of promoting exercise or working hard are being discouraged by society, people rallied behind him. This gives controversial figures more respect and thus makes their less agreeable ideas more attractive to susceptible audiences, particularly the younger generations. I mean, this is one of the less fucking fucked up and stupid articles. The worst one has to be the worst one.
I guess so. I guess what
it's better than actual
one is to like before you continue.
I feel like you would see worse shit at an official journalist site.
I guess what
No. Let me
some bias.
Let me show you.
They're not.
I think it's
not wrong.
I think you want to best.
They do make a lot of good points.
I don't think.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, okay. I found it. I found it. Hang on. Let me post this stuff. The other articles that are that they have.
I guess what I'm gonna say, right, is if you were going to the internet for advice, don't. But if you must, here's what I've got. Here's the advice I will give, and I'm sure everyone can agree on this. Exercise, eat healthy, get in touch with nature, meet a girl, treat her right, and fall in love. Have kids and raise them right. There you go.
And read some books.
Yes, read some books. You don't need Andrew Tate to tell you that.
Are you actually sure you want to post?
But if you must, just take those lines. You know, don't watch Fight Club and think, "Oh, I'm gonna self-destruct myself." No, improve yourself.
And join the revolution.
Angus, Drew advice doesn't work perfectly for me.
One issue though.
Meet a guy.
Done. Since
Well,
we've
I
been recording for some time,
give up for our female audience, which is basically dictionary.
We will never have a female audience.
I don't think we have any female audience.
There is too much testosterone on this show for us to have a female audience.
I think you guys should read the cancel culture article I posted from a while ago.
LGBT plus cheating and overused problematic tropes.
And then I posted on the bottom of it another article. It's called "Are you sure it was a good idea to describe your college homework in the record?" What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you sure it was a good idea to describe?
We're gonna find you.
So you can speak, Roxy.
Springfield, we are coming for you. I hope you know that. You better run. You've got a few-hour head start.
I said I live in New York City, so it's like, you know.
True.
It's like, oh my god, this is the worst article by far, the cancel culture one. It says because they say they treat cancel culture like the new justice system. So it says every couple of weeks, strangers around the world band together on social media to lower an individual's reputation and social status. Cancel culture holds people accountable when the justice system refuses to. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
How we just bring back another justice? Just bring forth the news.
And let's look at some other stuff they say. Anyone and anything can be cancelled, leading to a widespread cultural shift. The power of social movements, such as the #MeToo, the LGBTQ+, or the Black Lives Matter movements, increased through the cancellation of problematic individuals on social media. Cancel culture may sound like a type of mob justice, because it is, but because people are fearful of getting cancelled, they are finally starting to educate themselves on equality. What?
Everything can be cancelled. Try to cancel Coca-Cola.
Isn't it?
Try to cancel BlackRock. Try to cancel Zuckerberg.
For fuck's sake, Alcius.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right?
The ruling through fear basically the main tenet of fascism.
Yeah, pretty
Here's
much.
the thing, right? If you want to create a new sense of justice, if you find what Springfield said to be offensive, well, you know he lives in New York City. So you should go around, if you're listening to this and you have an issue with Springfield, go to New York City and start harassing people in the street who look like his Wojak. Eventually you'll find them. You'll get it eventually. You have a rough idea what he looks like?
I've never actually thought about it that way.
I like how I live in New York. I live in New York City, and my political views are so out of tune with what is deemed as acceptable.
You'll be the one guy in a clan outfit, surrounded by.
Yeah. This is something. Let me see if I can. I said the same thing on Discord once, where me and some pals were discussing how our lives in school were. And some people were talking about how, my school life is great. I'm making friends. It's wonderful. How's your life? And I said, do you have any idea how my classmates view me? And they're like, no. And I said, okay, here's how my classmates view me. And I posted a fucking photo of Mussolini giving a speech on a podium. Because I've gotten the accusation before where last school year, They said I was a
Like,
KKK supporter. They said that I was
Wait.
all sorts of things. They said I was a
Are you?
KKK supporter. They said that I was a white
not?
sellout. They said that I was this is my favorite one because it has so many buzzwords in it. A follower of white colonialist imperialist doctrine. That has to be my favorite one because it has so many buzzwords in it.
The funny part is, I get called similar things. I'm lip center. You're at least not right. I'm lip center, and I get called the same things as you, and it's like,
Well, you know, center today obviously means you are actually a neo-Nazi because I
funnily
don't know
enough,
if you.
I say to people I'm like, I don't know if I'd use the word allied with, but like the people I probably am closest with in like the show and the servers in general are the leftists. That's weird to me that, like, I don't know, I think over time I've become more left wing, and it's like I'm still getting called a fascist, and it's like,
Well, yeah, because
Bro,
I don't
I'm
know if you're aware of this. I don't know if you're aware of this. There's a philosophy on people on the left, on the far left, where
I guess
the
it's just
idea
an
is that
offensive leftist. No, I'm an anarcho-primist.
centrist,
I like you, Bob.
centrist. Their view on centrists is that centrists are just a tool of the right wing to uphold the status quo by delaying social change. That's how they view centrists.
Even so, I'm an old school socialist, and I got called a Nazi. So
I just say I'm a radical libertarian centrist. That's why I'd say.
Yeah, because they don't because there's a difference between the old school socialists and the
I know.
progressives of today. I mean if you think about it, it makes sense because it's like the ideology that has evolved to this extent is completely different from old school socialism.
Because the new socialists are coping in their head thinking, oh, Trotsky and Che Guevara would respect my neo-pronouns. Yeah, there you go,
it's so funny because it's like I mean it makes sense because old school socialists the old left, right? The new left fundamentally rejects the old left because they saw them as authoritarian. So that they don't like you, even if you're technically on the same side on the political spectrum. They just don't like you.
Yes, and no, they reject us also because they rejected the class struggles. They don't believe in the class struggle anymore. They believe in social justice and all that.
Yeah, because what happened was that so Marxist conflict theory was originally applied to class, right? The idea that the bourgeoisie, they were oppressing the working class, and only if the working class would rise up and overthrow their oppressors can they achieve this workers' utopia. That was the original idea behind Marxist conflict theory. But
did you just see what Proxy put? What if I told you I'm the only one who's never been called a Nazi?
What? Bro, that's cap. That's fucking cap.
I call bullshit on that.
That's cap.
You're the only one you could argue is an actual Nazi.
That's cap. Yes, he's the one that hasn't been called a Nazi. What kind of bullshit is this?
No fucking way.
So, anyways, Marxist conflict theory. What happened was that
all the reaction, you can tell how crazy the idea is.
Yeah. If you know anything about I've only been called. Well, congratulations, you've only been called a fascist. Anyways, Marxist conflict theory. I'm sure you guys know what the Frankfurt School of Critical Theory was. It was originally. So the Frankfurt School of Critical Theory was a school of political thought located in Germany. It was originally staffed with Marxists,
Yeah, Edward, how do you feel? How do you think it feels not to acknowledge your work? I still can't
But
believe
yeah, I see where you're going, Springfield, and yeah, pretty much. And
Yes.
Lenin called it, so
Yes, so the Frankfurt School, they were originally Marxist, but as they saw how communist movements swept through the Western world, like in USSR, they saw that it was not very appealing, right? Because people were scared of it, and that they saw that Marxist economics, like the way they saw it, was that it was never going to be able to defeat the West. It would never be able to do so, and that people would always oppose it. So what happened in the Frankfurt School was that they took Marxist conflict theory, but they shifted it away from class struggle. Instead, they promoted it onto intersectionality. The idea, and this is where social justice comes from, right? The idea that we're
And
not
that's a treason to
complementary. Like
Marxism.
men and women are not complementary. We're actually diametrically opposed. That one side is always the oppressor, one side is always the oppressed. The oppressed must overthrow their oppressor. Black people must stand up against white society. Women must overthrow the patriarchy. This kind of stuff. So you had Marxist conflict theory combined with postmodernism of deconstruction, and this is
and
where you
that's
have
how they
social
betrayed
justice.
socialism.
Yep, they fundamentally, it was a fundamental rewriting and redefining of the goals of socialism in order to force change to destabilize the West, because in their eyes, orthodox Marxism was never going to get the job done. But if they rephrased it, if they reframed it so that it would slowly uproot institutions one by one, then it might get the job done. So
Yes,
it's a
but-
betrayal of the original sort of Marxist-Leninist philosophy and goals, if you will. Because let's be honest
Exactly.
here, social justice warriors, they're never going to dismantle capitalism. They're very happy to use capitalism if it means things like getting corporations on their side to promote their agenda, right? They'll never dismantle it. They say they're anti-corporation. They're only but they're very pro-corporation as long as the corporation supports what they're doing, supports their
I
agenda,
already agree
propagates their
with you on
beliefs.
that. That's what I already agree with you on that.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, I was so efficient at it that I had been spreading pamphlets and stickers to my old high school for nearly a year, while also being in the school board. Everybody in the board was talking
just
about
while I
the
remember,
stickers.
Alka,
Going back and on it.
seen it. Lenin's the anniversary of Lenin's death will be on the 21st of January, which is a Saturday when we usually record. Would you like to do an episode entirely about Lenin, then?
Yes.
I
would very much like it.
I mean,
we'd be recording on the anniversary. Is that the 100-year anniversary of his death as well?
Is it?
In 2 years, yeah. Yeah.
2 years,
no,
obviously.
1 year. In
1 year,
2024.
So we'll be on the 99th year now. So yeah, we could do an episode on Lenin if you want, man. See, I know you're such a big fan of him.
Yeah, that's
Riptionary also wants to do a Lenin episode. Please get a mic for that, Riptionary. I'm sure you have some Christmas money. But yeah, I'd be down for that. Just gonna throw that out while I remember. It's on our usual recording day anyway. It's not like today when we're recording on what even is today? It's Sunday. That's how how bad my perception of time right now is. I've completely lost count of what day it is.
Bro.
All I know is I'm watching wrestling on Wednesday, and that's it.
Also, it's getting late, so maybe we should wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I do the outro now?
2022's year review, even though we got a bit sidetracked in the end.
It was a little
we
funny.
were surprisingly on topic for a good part of the podcast.
Yeah.
So, Angus, are you going to
Throw
define the full outro?
All right. Well, yeah, this has been the 2022 review. We have had a lot of people on. We've been joined by Alcaius, myself, Breadmaker, Homie, Neon, Proxy, Riptionary X, and I really hope I've been saying Riptionary correctly this entire time. I'm not the best reader in the world. And Springfield, you actually have cool. Gematiskas will be Steven when he finds out I pronounced your name right and not his. But this has been the 2022 review, which is surprising. Yeah, I know, I'm a dumbass. And I would like to. I have two other things I'd like to add, and that is if you have been watching for all of 2022 and are now joining us here in 2023, thank you for sticking with us as a show. And entirely while I remember to mention it, in August of this year now, me, Alkayat, a member who doesn't come on here, and maybe Proxy will be attending the Bloodstock Metal Festival. So I don't know if you, for whatever reason, if you wanted to talk to us, harass random people who look like our Wojaks. We won't be hard. We won't be hard to find. I have a Gojira battle jacket. I look like my Wojak. Basically, if you are in Derbyshire for whatever reason. So yeah, I think that's everything. Does anyone have anything else they want to add for the first episode of 2023?
I have never seen a person so eager to get harassed by people before. That you're encouraging them to harass you.
No, he's encouraging them to harass random people that look like him.
Yeah, but eventually they're gonna get it right.
Motherfucker, it's gonna be a metal festival. I have long hair and a goatee. They're gonna be going for a lot of people before they find me.
Yeah.
So I guess
there is precisely 0.2 people that made this far.
Look, here's the thing, right? Here's what you do if you want to find us. Proxy and Commemorate are 5'8", Alkais is 5'9", I'm 6'3". Look for three guys who are short and one guy who's really tall. Because I will be towering over them. The advantages of being tall.
Dominance.
I will be asserting the Lib dominance over the Auths. Does anyone have anything else they have to add, or shall we end now? In this Return of the King tier ending.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, of course. And
Riptionary X a dit, I still have TTS access, CY.
Saya. Oh fuck, we're gonna have the French voice in it.
Yeah.
Alright. So, have you ended the recording, or am I gonna have to do a lot?
No, it's not ended. It's not ended.
Please just end it now.
Okay, and my last word. All power to the Soviets. Bye.